Okay, so today we're going to do a vacation story time. Many of you know that I recently just got back from Spain. It was an amazing trip, had a beautiful time, would love to go back, but there was one thing that happened that was just insane. So, in order to travel back to the United States, you have to have a negative COVID test that was taken within 24 hours of your flight back. The flight left at 6 a.m. in the morning. You get to the airport at around 3:45 a.m. Fast forward to us getting to the front of the line, 30 minutes later, and we hand the counter lady our negative COVID tests. She looks through them and she says, "Uh-oh, this wasn't taken within 24 hours of." Immediate confusion and frustration and anxiety and fear. Like, what? And we look at the paperwork, and lo and behold, the nurse that who did our COVID tests, on 3 of the tests, she put the proper date. On 2 of the tests, she put the 22nd. So my husband immediately goes into lawyer mode, like he's ready to argue, and the lady at the counter says, "Don't do it. Don't argue with me. Just go get it. It's not, trust me, you're not going to win this fight. Go get another test." So my husband typically handles all of this kind of scary stuff, but it's not his COVID test that is the wrong date. It's mine. And it's our 6-year-old daughter's. And so he looks to me and he's like, "Can you handle this? Can you do this? You need me to come with you?" And I'm like, no. I got this. I can do it. Mind you, while I'm saying I got this, I can do it, I'm thinking I'm just testing center in the airport. So moments later, it dawns on me, oh my gosh, I have to leave the airport. I have to go venture out into a country where I don't speak the language with our 6-year-old child. Center, the lady at the counter gives us a piece of paper and she's like, go get tested somewhere else, right? And we start running. So we're running to find the taxi. We have to go down 3 flights of stairs to the taxi bay in the airport, which her poor 6-year-old absolutely has this huge fear of stairs. She's afraid to fall down. And so she's going very slowly. And I'm like, no, we've got to go fast. And so we're running down the stairs. She starts crying. I'm freaking out. And so I have to grab her and hold her football and carry her down the stairs. So I'm going in the wrong direction, and again, it's 4 a.m. in the morning, so the airport is pretty much empty. I happen to see this one guy, and I'm like, taxi, and he points me in the right direction, and so I run that way, and I still don't see the freaking taxis. I finally see these taxis, and I run to the taxi, and I run to the first taxi I see, and he's asleep. And so I run to another taxi, and I find a guy, and at this point, I'm almost hysterical. I mean, I'm one straw away from just completely losing it. And I'm like, taxi, COVID test, English, I don't know. This taxi driver is immediately on it. He understands, he got the assignment. He was like, okay, I know what to do. Get in the car. So he's gunning it. He's going 130 kilometers per hour, I guess. I don't know how fast that was, but it felt like he was going really fast. And he actually told me oh, they gave you the wrong address. Oh, and I'll wait for you guys. Thank goodness. Okay. So we run into the hospital. We're getting a COVID test. We gotta go. We have a flight. And he's like, "What time is your flight?" And of course, 6 a.m. is our flight, and the time is now probably 4:45, just almost 5 o'clock a.m. And he gets my information, enters it in wrong. But thankfully, I caught that mistake. He gives me the paperwork and he tells me to follow this green line. There's a green line from reception to where we have to go to get our test. So I'm running. My 6-year-old is running behind me, and we run to the nurse who does our test. And I'm really quick, in and out. She swabs us and super fast, and we're back running to reception. We check out, and of course, our tests in these emergency situations are super overpriced. So our COVID tests were $115 US each. So that was a fun little surprise. To head back to the taxi, who thankfully is still outside waiting for us. And then he guns it. We get in the car straight back to the airport, another 20 minutes. 5:30 a.m. We run right up to the front of the counter. We checked in our luggage through security very quickly, and we made our 6 a.m. flight. And so that's story time. That's the one sour moment of our Spain vacation.